effectively, we haven't had our sketch walk for March, April and May. We'll have a phase 1 post-circuit breaker where there's still a lot of limitation. So I do not foresee that we can do it. We can go out and sketch together as a group in June. So I kind of miss sketch walks. I think I mentioned before, this is in one of my previous videos about the perks of being an urban sketcher. But these are mostly the extrinsic benefits, like meeting with friends, exploring new places. But what about some of these? Maybe there's some deeper meaning. Why we prefer to sketch on location versus sketching at home. Today, I will be sharing my reasons why I sketch on location. I'm actually going through all my videos that I've taken during the urban sketching outings and reminiscing through all the clips, and I thought I'd put together something.
So these days we can't go outside to sketch, so we have been drawing and painting from reference photographs in the studio, mostly alone, but sometimes we join our friends on Zoom, for example. There are benefits for sure. For one, when I work at home, I can work as long as I like, take break when I like it, compared to sketching on location, where I often have to work fast because there's a limited amount of time, or because the external condition has become unbearable, or maybe because you're just too hungry to carry on, or you can no longer paint because the sun is already setting. When I'm at home, I don't have to deal with external distraction.
This place is pretty hazy and a little bit polluted and noisy. I got to tolerate this for 1.5 hours.
I don't have to deal with extreme weather conditions.
Get the sun, it's directly shining on me right now. So awesome. Well, in this situation, right, you can treat it as a difficult sketch walk, continue with that, or you can find somewhere else to hide. So I think I'm just gonna sit it out and sketch.
Well, that's why the hat is very important, because you have to prepare for a situation like this.
And lastly, there's no need to pack my art supplies. Mine. Sketching a location sounds difficult. Then why do people do it? Why do I go on a location when I can draw from the comfort of my own home? When you draw on location, it is an immersive experience. So you get to feel how the place is, you hear the birds chirp, the wind blowing through your hair, and you see people admiring the place like you. You can't get that from a photograph. And it's so much cooler to take photograph of your artwork in the place you sketch at. And when I sketch a place on location, I get to observe how the place can be very different at different times of the day. And when I draw from a photograph, it is only about the place at the time that the photograph is taken. And when I draw on location, I can decide where I want to do it.
So to sketch this building, there are actually quite a distance where quite a lot of places where you can sit. So I'm sitting at this viewpoint. It's at a coffee shop.
And when I sketch on location, I always make sure I walk around the place to choose the spot that is most interesting for me.
So there are many ways to decide where you sketch, where and how you sketch. So it really depends on, at this moment, what you really want.
When I am on location, I get to interact with people who knows the place better than me. So this can change your perception of the place that you're sketching. For example, we had a sketch walk at the Old Changi Hospital. So if not for people organizing the tour, I would have thought that the place is a scary, haunted hospital. But in fact, it's not. When I sketch on location, there's always some kind of constraint.
I didn't have enough lead, so I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. Yeah, so continue with the ink sketching right now.
Like limited supplies or limited time, I learned to make do with what I have. So sometimes I run out of time, I would pack up and I'll leave and I'll come back again. Sometimes I bring the wrong sort of paper.
I'm missing hot press paper right now. Where's my hot press paper?
For me, studio work is like practice, while sketching is more like performance, where I have to do what I can with whatever I have. So it feels very good to have a good sketch, even though I had limited resources.
There can be many reasons why people sketch on location, but I think it all started off when people need to have some reference to start their studio drawing, because you know, back in the days where there's no photography, there's no videography, so there's no way that you can bring something back to the studio to draw. So those people had to like bring all their supplies to the location that they want to make the drawing or their final art piece of from, and then they do a rough sketch and you bring back and they continue, or they work on a bigger piece. So I think the sketching on location or on plein air comes about in this, you know, why it is like that. And many of modern artists still do it because they like to make sketches, or they like to study the place before they actually commit it into an actual painting that they do in the studio. But of course, these are the main reason why people do sketching on location. I have already given you all my reasons. I can't wait to go back to urban sketching, but I think we still have to take care and make sure that we are being safe and being responsible to people around us. So I'll still wait until the cost is clear. So what about you? Why do you like to sketch on location? Or do you actually like, or you prefer studio sketching? Share with me the reasons in the comment section below. Alright, so I thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.